Boogie, drop that beat.
Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Talking Out Loud with Miss Talkative. Everything I say is my own opinion, alleged, and strictly entertainment purposes. Remember, I'm just talking out loud. Please like, share, subscribe, comment on the video. Let me know what you think. So, Melody stated that Martell never pleased her in bed, and I really believe it because he thinks all he has to do is put on a suit and look the part. And he don't like to, he don't like to put in any type of work. And he's just used to showing up and being lazy with everything. Martell is so self-centered and so selfish. So him being lousy in the bedroom, that's not too far-fetched to me. Not for him. Because he likes to play the part instead of actually working and doing his part. So Martell doesn't have any type of empathy for anyone else. It's like that's just out of the question. And he doesn't care about, anybody's feelings or, pleasing anybody else. He's only trying to please himself. So to me, Martell was and is sorry all the way around, pre and post marriage. It's like, poor Melody, she really was doing all the work for the both of them. And it's like, no wonder Martell keeps thinking, never proven, but he keeps thinking that Melody cheated on him. Because he was a poor excuse of a man and Melody brought him up to her standards. People always say, never lower your standards, and Melody didn't. She didn't lower her standards to be with him. She brought Martell up to her standards so he can be with her, be in her circle. She helped him finish college, got his records expunged, helped him get a job, helped him create businesses. She pretty much built Martell hope while he keeps saying that he made her. It was actually the other way around. And he had the audacity to wind up cheating and have an ego while he was cheating. He had an ego cheating and during the marriage and after the marriage. When he didn't even have enough. He didn't even have enough to pay the $1,500 that he needed to get back in college. So yeah, he couldn't believe that Melody took him from being a zero, having zeros in the bank to, having millions in the bank. She took him from playing with Marceau and Maurice to partying with Beyonce and Jay-Z. Remember when they was at that I think it was the Grammys party, or I forgot what party it was, that they were at the same event that the Carters were at. So he couldn't believe that his status had that Melody had elevated him that much and took him that far. He wasn't gonna get that far on his own, because if Melody hadn't got into Martell's life, he would have been another statistic just like his brother. But, she forgave him when he cheated, and, she protected him with the businesses. She never exposed him about not having his builder's license. That was his friends, the ones that he keep protecting, the ones that he would keep going all out for, and that they keep on laughing behind his back and laughing in his face and pretty much basically throwing him by the wayside, leaving him out on the curb like the garbage he is, because he doesn't really have anything else to offer them. And he doesn't see that his friends were using him for his wife benefit. They were getting the benefits like he was getting from his wife. And when they can't reap the benefits that he was getting, they don't want to be bothered with him either. So when he look at what Melody did to and for him, and he was a shitty husband that was lazy in bed, he had to be wondering, how the heck did I how the heck was I able to keep her all those years? How did I keep her interested in me for all those years when I was a shitty person, I was a lousy husband, and I couldn't even satisfy my wife in bed? So he was thinking either she really loved him or she had to be cheating, because he was so dumb, because by him being incapable of loving anyone other than himself, which he really don't love himself, because if he did, he would never let himself get back down in the gutter where Melody found him at. But anyway, he can't, to me, he's incapable of loving anybody else other than himself. And because he didn't deserve Melody to be by his side for that long, or he feel as though, well, he probably didn't deserve to have Melody, and for Melody to put him to bring his status up and bring him up to her standards and get him in the doors that she got him in, and got him into the circles and stuff, and actually helped him build a name for himself. So a name that he could be proud of, a name that his kids would have been able to look up to, and they would have had a legacy with the whole name. But he messed it all up, and he thought he was that he thought she was only able to stay for as long as she did is because she had to be cheating. Because if you're not getting nothing out the deal, and you doing all the work, and you're getting no pleasure, none whatsoever, you got to be cheating. He didn't think that, oh, well, maybe my wife just loved me. Maybe she just really, really loved me. No, his mind automatically went to the gutter, because that's where he belonged, in the gutter. So he was like, oh no, she cheated too, because he knew she wasn't happy. Because remember when they were in that restaurant, when they were on the Destin trip, and Melody stated, you said that I never did things to you, and he said, you did. And she said, there were several times that I asked you to do things to me to please me, and that never happened. And he wanted to change the subject. Then he didn't want to talk about it. So yes, Melody actually proved her point back then in Destin when she made that statement to him, and he fessed up and said, yes, you did do this for me, you did please me, but he didn't want to answer, he didn't want to talk about him not pleasing her. So this doggone man, because he's so incapable and so lazy, so self-centered, so selfish, and has no empathy for anybody, this is exactly the reason why he cannot believe that Melody actually was with him because she wanted to be, not because she needed to be. Because there is a plethora of men, I guarantee you, I bet you, that would have loved for Melody to elevate their status and be on their arm, be their arm candy, and to grow businesses with, where they, and especially when the businesses that she create, you already know they're going to shoot to $1 million status. They're going to always elevate to $1 million status, because she's just that creative, and with her marketing and with her branding. So anybody else would have been like, no, this woman really, really loved me. This woman wanted to be with me. This woman wanted our family. But no, he got to make it a negative of why she was able to stay with him for so long, because he was always that negative in her life that needed to be removed. That's why we see that since he's been removed, even though she was at $1 million status with him, she has surpassed what she had with him. Even though she can still, because she still has a builder's license, she can still build homes. So everything she had with him, she can still have today and more. And he cannot believe, he just got to make it into something negative. And that's just my opinion. I'm just talking out loud. Please like, share, subscribe, comment on the video. Let me know what you think.